You know what blows my mind? Paul Thomas Anderson just took a 33-year-old novel about failed 60s idealism and turned it into the most relevant political thriller of our time.
That's fascinating how he managed to make one battle after another feel so current. The way he handles themes of surveillance and extremism feels almost prophetic.
Well, what really strikes me is how he's woven these complex political threads into such a personal story. I mean, you've got DiCaprio's character, Pat Calhoun, going from passionate revolutionary to this paranoid, broken father figure over 16 years. That's some serious character development.
The transformation is incredible. The way DiCaprio physically embodies that decline, especially in those scenes where he's struggling with substance abuse while trying to protect his daughter.
Speaking of which, the relationship between Tyona Taylor's Perfidia and Sean Penn's Captain Lockjaw is just explosive. That detention center breakout scene where she humiliates him sets up this devastating chain of events that ripples through the entire film.
Oh my God. Yes. And you know what's really interesting about that scene? The way Anderson shoots it almost like a documentary, which makes the violence feel so much more immediate and real.
Well, that's actually a technique he borrowed from 70s political thrillers like Medium Cool, but he's updated it with these modern surveillance elements that really amp up the paranoia factor. Like, there's always this sense that someone is watching.
The technical aspects are so impressive. How did they manage to maintain that tension for almost 3 hours without it feeling exhausting?
I think it's because Anderson keeps shifting the stakes. First, it's about the revolutionary group French 75. Then it becomes this personal story about betrayal when Perfidia becomes an informant. And finally, it evolves into this generational drama with Chase Infinity's character Charlene.
Let me tell you what really caught my attention. The way Benicio del Toro's character, Sergio, provides this calm center in all the chaos. His scenes with Charlene feel like they're from a completely different movie, but somehow it works.
That's because Anderson understands how to balance these different tones. You've got these intense action sequences and political intrigue, but then he'll give you these quiet moments that let you process everything that's happening.
The white supremacist subplot is particularly chilling in how it connects to current events.
Right? And what's brilliant about how Anderson handles that is he never makes it feel preachy. He just shows how these movements grow in the shadows of social upheaval, which makes it even more disturbing.
So what do you think about the film's chances during awards season?
Well, considering how it combines technical excellence with relevant social commentary, I'd say it's a strong contender. The performances alone, especially DiCaprio's transformation and Taylor's breakthrough role, are going to get a lot of attention.
The way Anderson handles the time jumps and multiple storylines really showcases how much he's grown as a filmmaker since Magnolia.
You know what's interesting? This is actually his longest film to date, but it feels like his most focused. Every scene, every character interaction serves a purpose in building this larger narrative about American idealism and its aftermath.
The ending really brings all these elements together in such an unexpected way.
That's because Anderson has planted all these little details throughout the film that suddenly pay off in the final act. Like the way Charlene's martial arts training with Sergio becomes crucial to her survival, or how Lockjaw's obsession with Perfidia ultimately leads to his downfall.
The film really makes you think about the cost of resistance and the price of betrayal.
Exactly. And that's what makes it so relevant right now. It's not just about the 60s counterculture or the rise of conservatism. It's about how these political cycles keep repeating and how each generation has to deal with the consequences of their parents' choices.
Well, it sounds like Anderson has created something truly special here.
You know what? I think this film is going to be studied and discussed for years to come. It's not just a political thriller or a family drama. It's a complex examination of how personal choices and political movements intersect, and how the past never really stays in the past. Come the Film Awards season, it is certainly one to watch out for. It scores a 9 out of 10.
You've been listening to Movies First.
Available at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or your favourite podcast player. You can also stream on demand at Bytes.com.
This has been another quality podcast production from Bytes.com.